Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be typing in chat, multitasking, and saying hello to everybody. So just got to say a few things here. I've been a little offline here. Hey, keep digging, metal detecting. How's it going, my friend? Yeah, thanks for the hello. So I've been a little off the reservation here for a while, but I'm glad to be back. Digging, metal detecting. How's it going, my friend? So, yeah, thanks for the hello. So I've been a little off the reservation. In here, back to the live stream. Hey, Lucky Duck, how's it going, my friend? Yeah, so can you all hear me okay now? Just trying to make sure that the can you all hear me? Yes, no? Okay, great. Awesome. Yeah, so I think I was just compressing a button on my phone. I'm not the most technologically inclined. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, everybody. Yodi, awesome. Yeah, congrats on the ring, man. Wow. I hope it's a good one. Yeah, so I've been a little off the reservation here for a while. I've been kind of, shall we say, swamped with work. So, hey, Sweet Digs, Amanda, Julie, great to see you all 5 Mile. Yeah, it's been kind of interesting, but I am back, and I took a week here, and I've been digging, and I've been finding all kinds of stuff out in this awful heat, and so I can't wait to show you all that. It's going to be really cool, yeah, I just can't wait. Hey, Julie. So please do check out these upcoming episodes when they are out. That's all I'm going to say. Well, I'll say one more thing. First off, with this live stream, I didn't really promote it at all. I figured the folks who are here are my real friends, and y'all are going to get the inside scoop. Hey, Cajun Way. First thing is, found a pretty special find today, and that'll probably be, I don't know, in a couple weeks' time, that'll come out. Basically completing a relic that was an outstanding, find of a lifetime relic from 8 years ago. So I'm really excited about that. I wanted to show you all a little bit of some of my cleaning stuff, some of the things that I clean my finds with and restore my finds with. Honestly, years ago, I came out with the toothpick method of cleaning, and it's basically just a shish kebab skewer that I sharpen with a pocket knife on both ends, so that I can use it to basically scrape the dirt and stuff off of a coin or anything that I need to be able to read, and then I'll just wipe it with my thumb. You put water on it, sometimes you lose all the detail and definition, and so when you do it like that, basically you can really clean anything that's not gilded. I have a different method for things that are gilded. So nice thing about these is, unlike an Andres pencil, this one package of barbecue shish kebab skewers or whatever will last you your whole life if you're sharpening them with a pocket knife. So I want to show you all that. So I do use, finger oils work best, absolutely, Cajun Way. I do use a brass bristle brush with anything that's got gold gilding on it, and a dot of dish soap. And I find that if you brush in the same direction, a lot of times you can really make things look great. The brass generally won't scratch other brass. Now, one of the things that you have to worry about is this is iron, and you can tell because it's rusted. See the rust down there? This is brass. See how that glows, but this one doesn't. This was sold as a brass brush online, and it wasn't brass. So what happens when you use an iron brush? It destroys your find. So always check to make sure that it's a brass bristle brush, because I guess a Chinese knockoff, they're going to use iron instead of brass and then sell it as brass. Maybe it's brass coated. I don't know. But either way, that's a piece of trash. But I was just going to show you that. The only The only one of these Andres pencils that I actually use, and I just buy them because it's nice and easy to get. I buy them in just a package, is the one that has the 4-0 fine steel wool. And I use this a lot of times for very delicate cleaning, like if I've got something that's really encrusted from like being in a trash pit or being in a privy, then I'll use that to be able to see the detail. Sometimes I'll just use the regular steel wool, just, you know, with my hands, like bought, you know, in a store, like in a hardware store. But for really fine tuning, I like to be able to manipulate it like this. But these other Andres pencils, I don't really have much use for at all. I have a couple of other things I'll show you. Let's look at this. This is really important. You know, if I'm gonna pick off something that's like really encrusted, then I know that this brass safety pin is not gonna scratch anything. I also use this for cleaning out clay pipe stems and so forth. And then I have a whole electrolysis set up too for doing iron stuff. I find that this is pretty important for being able to get dirt out of things like pipe stems and stuff like that. Let your pipe stems dry before you put them in a display case, otherwise they mold. I've got a piece of wire here that I use to clean out bottles. I'll just basically take a Brillo pad along the inside of a bottle and run it around. And I just dug up this wire, you know, ages ago. I got several different lengths and bends in it to be able to reach insides of bottles. And so that's, I also use the Brillo pad on the outside of a bottle just to kind of remove all the dirt and polish it up a little bit. So yeah, pretty awesome. Of course, the most important thing is probably the toothbrush. I've also put the white porcelain marbles in a dishwasher. Occasionally it'll break one, but it sure does make them look nice. Now, if I have to do some heavy duty bending of anything, a lot of times I'll heat something or anneal it, and I have a piece of like leather rawhide that I'll put and fold, and so that way it won't scratch. I found these at the beach. A lot of these things I've found, but I'll put that rawhide here, and then I can bend even a coin or something like that that's bent. Sometimes I'll bend it back if it's really tacoed, or something I feel like can handle the stress. Sometimes I'll just slowly bend. Now the big thing with bending something is if it's bent like this by the plow, but it was originally flat, you never want to go 100%. Like you want to go to about like that, because if you go to 100%, it'll break. So you want to go just shy of the whole way if you're just doing it yourself, unless you're going to have it painted. If you're going to pay to have it done by like J.B. Hunt's or somebody like that, then definitely do not do it yourself. Just take the relic, do not touch it, do not bend it, and have it professionally restored. But this is just like stuff like, you know, a keyhole dust cover or something that you don't care if it breaks, or that you feel pretty confident on. Sometimes I'll use this to knock the dirt off of things, or I'll use this to tap the, hey Tom, how's it going? I'll use this, Rain, how are you? But I'll use this to tap like the incrustation off of like something rusted iron, like a cannonball or something like that. I'll also use it to tap the iron off of anything that's got iron encrusted on it that I'm not going to be able to electrocute to save. And then this is an important thing. I paid too much money for this little doodad. This is like a cleaner for like some sort of a line, like a drain line or something. And it had these various different sized brushes. And each one of these brushes screws into the end of that. And they're all different sizes. I don't know if you can tell, but this one's bigger than that one is. And so I bought several different sizes. You just basically screw these on like this. And what I do, that's 5/8. What is this other one? What does that even say? Oh, 11/16. But basically, I run these down into a gun barrel that I've been working on electrolysis with to clean out a gun barrel, because you know that's really tough to do with electrolysis, because you're never going to get that clean with electrolysis inside. And it needs to be a line of sight there for that to work. So So I find that that's pretty nice. And a lot of times I'll use for a gun, I'll use like some sort of thing like apple cider vinegar or something like that to get down in that barrel and clean that out. So I thought you all might like to see some of those tools that I use. The other thing I wanted to announce is that I have here the first print copy of my book, and as you can see, it is a monster. And we're nearing the end. Butch Holcomb at American Digger has been working, and his team there, and it's about 450 pages. I'm just going to show you the first page of the table of contents and get you all excited about it a little bit. We got a chapter on Louisiana history up here. Now, this whole book is through the lens of Louisiana, but it is definitely the book is definitely about finds identification. So after these first two chapters, and then the last chapter, which shows some really great finds that are Louisiana specific, everything else in the whole book, all the other 12, 13, 14 chapters are relic identification. So this chapter, relic identification, is about how to ID what you found based on how it's constructed and what its features are. Then there's a chapter on non-metallic items that covers basically anything that you could find that's not metallic, that doesn't fit into another category. The clothing-related chapter is like huge. It's like 30 to 50 pages of buttons, shirt studs, hem weights, heel plates, shoe buckles, knee buckles, every kind of buckle, parasol, other accessories, clasps and closures. I mean, it's just crazy. Timepieces is also a cool chapter that covers all kinds of watches and clocks. Weapons and accoutrements. So that covers basically any kind of firearm, any kind of knife, any kind of weapon that you could find, as well as the things that go with the weapons, like powder flasks and measures and bullet molds. We've got objects of leisure and pastime. So that's smoking items, toys, thimbles, musical instruments. Domestic items, that's another big chapter. That's 30, almost 40 pages of household hardware. Then animal-related stuff. I mean, this is mainly horse, but there is some ox-related stuff and so forth, and sheep. But that's a huge bit. But then we got work-related items. That's a monster. So all kinds of stuff there. Locks and keys, coins and tokens, items of personal affluence. There's actually a section in this book about jewelry and jewelry clasps and dating what you found by what the jewelry clasp looks like, or what the pin on the back looks like, or the closure. And so this has been 4 years of work. I know it's going to help a lot of people. I'm super excited about it. Basically, I would say the vast majority of anything you could ever find in the ground is in this book. And if it's not specifically in this book, there'll be enough in there that you'll be able to look up what you found and make some assumptions about what it is based on what you see. And so I'm really, really thrilled. Again, I'm hoping this will be ready in print by fall. The next thing we're going to do is a galley proof, which means the printer is going to print one copy and send it, and then I get to look through it and check for anything, but it's like $50 a page to make any changes. So that's why I printed this out at great expense. The whole book is full color. It's got, just tons and tons and tons of photos and all kinds of stuff. So it's just killer. I believe there's 1,800 photos in there, give or take. They all had to be typeset, laid out. I know it's been a massive project for fact checking, and there's no other book really like this currently for our hobby in the U.S. So it covers relics from about 1700 to about 1945. Dirt Clod's asking, will it be paperback? Every single book will be hardcover. With a book this big, it's going to be better if it's nice, like coffee table book. So there'll be only one option, and that's the hardcover version. We're not releasing it in digital. It'd just be the hardcover copy. And I don't know what the sticker price is going to be yet, so I'm not going to hazard a guess until I talk to the publisher, since they're in this too. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. I thought it'd be good to give you all a little sneak peek here at part of the table of contents, and I'm super excited. It's nice to see, after 4 years of work, this all happen, and many people who have contributed. Many folks, Jimmy Jones, 1999. No, I think we need to cover the printing cost. Just FYI, to get something like this done, if you're going to self-publish something, you can do it for just the printing cost. But it's not going to be edited. It's not going to be fact-checked. It's not going to have this level of detail and beauty to it. And it's not going to be marketed. I'm in currently $8,000 for the editing fees for these 4 years. And then I would imagine that the printing costs will probably be about $13,000. So that's about $21,000. So I would like to see a little bit of that money back at some point. So when I told my wife, Digger Girl, I was like, I'm gonna write a book. Are you okay with that? And I started talking about the cost, and she was like, oh yeah, it's fine. And then now it's like, yeah, we need to sell a few copies to make some of this back. 5 Mile asks how many pages it is. It's about 450 pages. So yeah, it's got gonna have a good index in it. We're just finishing up the index and talking about cover art now. So at any rate, I wanted to show you all that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I figured my real friends were here. She's a mean one. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, thank you all for joining the live stream. I'm sure you've got the next video coming up, so I will bid you farewell. If somebody would be kind enough to drop the link in the chat for the next video, then you all can head over to that. Thanks so much, Yodi. Thank you all again, and I am back, and I will be back, and looking forward to the next episodes. Thanks all. Have a great night.